glorious stages for this wonderful Royal Final, as Barrow in the light jerseys on our right to get introduced to you, or at least to the players. The Featherstone team are on our left, playing in dark shorts, and of course the usual cheers or boos, or call it what you want. The band who have been playing for the Royal Highness, the Duke of Edinburgh, met the teams, and he's gone back to the Royal Box, and there's the Barrow team now moving off. The labourers, the forwards, the hooker, Morris Red ahead, the prop forward, Upwood, and the last two men down, Deleuze and Morris. Watson, special cheering across to Featherstone Rovers. Brian Ricklegut, probably the oldest man on the field, well, they are probably by about 6 months. There's been a bit of a change in the Featherstone team. I don't know whether you heard David say, but he's Paul Thomas. Martin is the centre. Gary Jordan, who is almost the glamour boy of the side, is at left centre, and Gretrix is on the left wing. The half-backs, there's Smith, and this is the boy to watch today, Dula. The big boys, the beater boys, Tonks, the hooker, Graham Harris, and the captain of the team, Malcolm Dix, 19 stone, 7 of him. The second row boys, Mark Morgan, we'll think a lot about here, Jim Thompson, only an 18-year-old guy, Thomas Bales, who used to play for Barrow, and the teams for you just to have a look at. There they are, Barrow. Eddie Teaspoon back, Bill Burgess, watch him. Challoner, captain, coach, Hughes and Mick Murray, the Powder Hall winner. Tom Brophy. Jet Smith, smallest lad on the field. Callender, Redhead, Hopwood, Sanderson, Deleuze and Watson. And the substitutes only in the first half, remember? Ware and Kirchen. And on the other team, which is Featherstone that you're now looking at, their team is Wigglesworth fullback, Thomas, Cotton, Jordan, Gretrix, halfback, Smith, Kandula, and the forwards are Tonks, Harris, Dixon, Morgan, Thompson, Smales, and their substitutes for half Novik, and up come the two captains on the left there, or in the centre, Eric Clay, on the right, Jim Challoner, on the left, Malcolm Dixon. Sergeant Major Eric Clay, Jim Challoner in his second Wembley, was here in 1954, the only draw in all the series at Wembley, and the only trialist match. So it will be Featherstone on our right, Barrow on our left, and 40 minutes to the first half of what has been called an even final, and certainly it's almost partisanship. The little lad on the line there is Jet Smith, the tallest player on the field, and Tom Brophy in his first cup final in rugby league football to kick off, and we'll set our clocks going because it is kick-off time. Dixon takes the first ball. And it will be interesting to see the tactics. Smales moving the ball about already. Vaughan Thomas. Good one. Good crowd here. Very excitable crowd. Arnold Morgan. And when I say Arnold Morgan in that breath, you can expect he'll have a bust. Smales. So they're going to make these Barrow defenders a little bit of work to begin with. And the kick of the fourth, he wasn't the kid again. Could have been, rather still. And it's the fourth tackle, so it's the first scrum of the match. And he's hurt. There is Smales hurt very quickly, and Mr. Williams runs on the field. I think it's possibly awkward and was tackled rather hard, but referee Eric Clay was on the with his foot. It's a long way to go. Just inside the halfway line, you can see little limit. That's the 25-yard line, and there's the target, and this is the kicker, Tommy Smith. Great record. Featherstone kick. What a goal. Not a bad one. It's a good one. Featherstone Rovers 2, and there's a man who in 1 minute was flat out on the ground, and in the second minute has put Featherstone Rovers in the lead after what have we been playing, not very long, 2.5 minutes to be exact. Let us start if he can get a couple of points up early on. This is a big lad. Dixon. 25-yard line, Featherstone in the dark, short on our right. Wrigglesworth to full back, kicks as a charge kick. But it's saved by Featherstone, a little lucky. Jim Thompson in the crowd. Barrow will try and use their wings, they've got very fast wings. Featherstone will use Dula there, oh nice dummy. And it's not the obstruction. His obstruction, he was actually running in front of Dula when he gave the dummy, and so obstructed him. So it's a penalty and a chance for Henry Deleuze to kick and equalise the score. It's an acute angle. It's not as far as Smales had to kick, but he's kicking towards the players' dressing room entrance, just to give you identification. We're opposite the Royal box, and there's the kicker. Touchline side, you can see. You get nothing for that. And he looks a bit upset about that, as R. Henry. Drop out from the 25-yard line, and it's a drop out from the 25-yard line because the ball was kicked dead. It's got to go 10 yards, it does, and he goes straight to the loose forward. Not seen Brophy yet in action, but no doubt we will pretty soon. Oh, it's a forward pass, I would say, but cloud advantage. Sanderson regarded as one of the best, number 11 there, Sanderson regarded as one of the best Barrow forwards, and just halfway between the halfway line, 25-yard line in the Featherstone half. 5 minutes gone, Featherstone leading 2 points to 0. And it's a penalty against Featherstone for handing out, says Mr. Clay, so it's a much easier kick for Henry Deleuze. Second penalty within 2 minutes, and Malcolm Dixon is shaking his head with a little bit of worry. Straight kick. Henry Deleuze, formerly of Warrington, about 35 yards out. Well, as before, he'll get nothing for that, and that's a little bit confidence sapping for Barrow with chances like that to get back in the picture. Featherstone won the toss, and the flags around Wembley are flying a little bit all sorts of ways. Tees, the full-back. There was a nice attempt for interception at that movement, and Featherstone obviously are coming up sharply. Just inside the Barrow half, and the little fellow Jet Smith to put the ball in. There he is. Nancy Bagg-Smith said he didn't think we'd read them like that. Little fella, but it was a good one. Barrow ball and come out. There's a little fella who's the referee, Eric Clay. We'll follow the referee because Eric Clay's talking to somebody. There he is. Eric Clay, Sergeant Major, will not stand any nonsense, even kneeing up. And somebody's out, just did. We can see his leg. There he is. Snails again. Well, that's out line. But probably if the kicker go and kicks it, that will cure his injury. Mr. Williams from Featherstone in on twice. Enough kicking for a goal, the kicking for 10. Featherstone in an attacking position, 25 yards, 26 yards out. Featherstone in the dark shorts. Good jerseys, Dixon. Snail. Dula's dropped it. There's Dula. I wouldn't think Dula would have a lot of nerve. He's playing in Australia and he knows how difficult big matches are. Number 7, he's the man that virtually won the match for Featherstone against Leeds in the semi-final. Number 7 is Jed Smith on the Barrow side. It's Tom Brophy, extra man. Oh, nice chance. This is where away goes Burgess. They're covering him. Away goes. Will Burgess get there? He's in with a chance for just a short tackle. Great run by Burgess. Great tackle by Wigglesworth. There's Bill Burgess, the man that Barrow are placing their hopes on, and that's the sort of football we're going to get from this international winger, son of a former Great Britain test forward. 25 yards line, Featherstone change from end to end with that good passing movement. Barrow got the overlap, and only Milkman Wigglesworth saved that. 25 yard line, Featherstone 25 yard line, sun shining, good, well you can see the shadows. Gretrix number 5, will give you a bit of identification as much as I can. Wigglesworth will try and drag him into touch, and they do. Remember the cameraman, Mr. Senior with his flag up from Bradford. And the 25-yard line, just, well, there it is, foot or two away. Dula to feed. Having trouble with the scrum, the ball's not getting in easily. The Cromwells. Tom Brough, he didn't take it, he ran away. And again a penalty for Barrow for Smith crossing. 10 minutes gone, Barrow down by 2 points to 0, and the referee Dixon is asking what it's all about, Mr. Clay. So this is the third shot for Henry Deleuze, who's missed 2 already. This is, well, it's just about as easy as the last one. Even good goal kickers missed them, but Barrow needs this one. We need everyone, every time, both teams. But 2 misses, 2 boos. And the flags are up, and it's 2 points. Oh, there's the kick, got a much happier man. He looks a bit like Dougal there, doesn't he? That's it. That's every problem. Barrow 2, Featherstone over 2. Much happier. The cries of Barrow. So up in the Barrow area, and up in Thurso, where I got a letter from an exiled Barrovian, he must be a bit pleased with that. 1-2-2, and the man who kicked it, hello. Sanderson. Morris Reddit, the dummy half, that's the man behind the man playing the ball. Jet Smith. Back for a kick by Brophy. Not a bad one, but he won't reach. At least he won't reach the line. Vaughan Thomas opposite Mick Murray, the fastest man possibly on the field. Mick Murray a powder all winger number 5. Vaughan Thomas, he's not a bad runner. Well, they've just been testing each other for size and fit, and very soon we shall expect something to move out amongst the backs. They do a lot of pushing and shoving in the pack, you know, to tire each other out. Wrigglesworth is the next to man. Just about all of them knocked it on. Smith been penalised twice for obstruction, what they call scientific obstruction. Not just quite settled yet. No doubt he will, like them all. Oh, and another penalty for Barrow, this time for Dula putting the ball in his own forward feet. So Barrow are starting off with 4 penalties, which in anybody's language, and the kicker positions into there. There's the angle. Isn't that a nice sight? All the people in their shirt sleeves in this lovely summer day. I believe it's been raining up in the north. Sorry about that, but you can imagine your head and hope you get in the atmosphere. 2-2 at the moment. 4-2 if he kicks it. He has 2 points for a goal. All goals in rugby league football, whether they drop, place, a penalty like this. Joe, it's a miss. And the man who gave it away, Dula, no doubt will be heaving sighs of relief. Wrigglesworth. Nixon. He's a big funny lad, is that. 10 years in this game. And Thompson. And just see signs that we're losing their nerves. Oh, no, that's not good. Losing their nerves a little bit, and that's all for the good of the game. Rotating tees, well dodged. Halfway line. All right, get on with it. Playing. Smith. Brophy. Inside to Smith. Both these two lads, Brophy and Smith, come from Widnes. Former Russell schoolmaster. Brophy, not how many watching him. Arnold Morgan. 17 stone of him, nice. I could see Morgan in full flight. It's a sight for sore eyes and it's worth looking at. Oh, Jimmy Challoner, good defender. Jimmy Challoner. Featherstone in the dark shorts. Barrow in possession and in white. Hey, can't go without Hansel. 15 minutes gone, 2 points each. Halfway line. Cullen. Away goes Sanderson, this is it done. He's going inside to Brophy. Brophy's under the post, he must be. Brophy's in for a try, Tom Brophy. There he is. Former Rugby Union boy backed up. And so, no doubt, the shout from the 5 coast and up in Barrow will be ringing around. Well backed up, well run. Let's have a look how that happened. It's worth looking at. Let's have a look at it again now. See how it goes. Comes in, does Sanderson. Turns inside. Look how Brophy's backing up. He nearly gets caught, but he goes over, and there it is again. Worth looking at. Good try. And there's the man who did it. Well done. What a change in the situation quickly. Points to Barrow, 2 to Featherstone on the kicker, as before Deleuze, who's not been kicking well, but he could blow this one over. But he kicks it over and gets 2 points, and Barrow going to the lead, 7 points to 2, with a much happier Henry Deleuze. quite a lot of visitors, and by the way, thanks very much for all the letters I've had wishing us all well down here. We've got a party across on that side, 53 of them from Northampton. Travel down, half of the parties for Featherstone, wearing their blue and white, and half for Barrow. So that's from a non-rugby league area as they take a long shot to tease. Challoner is on his own, he's on his own, he's on his own, he's inside, well picked up by Deleuze, dummy, Barrow running confidently now. Barrow's back's coming into position. Sanderson who made the try. Harry Hughes. Featherstone a little worried at the moment. He's going to have a drop and go. And it's a charge kick. Rajo Bridges is going to have another chance. Livening up, I said he would, didn't I? That obviously they're going to break out, and that they did. They got all the homesickness and the malarkey out of the system in the first 10 minutes, and it's warming up very well indeed as this time off. Took it out of the ball. Featherstone now need a try to restore their confidence. 25-yard line, Featherstone defended. Smales, they kick him very well out of Smales, 10 yards into the Barrow half. By the way, you didn't see the Majesty of the Queen before, but she's wearing a green suit and a green hat, and it's very nice indeed. There's an injured player on the field on the Featherstone side, and it's number 8, Les Tonks. The Barrow forwards are pushing a lot and just worrying the Featherstone pack, and often you see Tonks and Dixon a little bit worried. I think the heavy grass here is probably just affecting the Featherstone forwards a little more than the Barrow team, but a long way to go. In fact, we've only been playing about 20 minutes, so it's midway through the first half with the score Barrow 7, Featherstone 2. And a penalty to Featherstone. I think he'll kick for touch to try to get position, because Featherstone realise they want this a try if possible. Quite a lot of people I met in London this morning, including my car driver, said, don't tell your lads not to tear this turf up. Well, so far, apart from the bumping and boring, they've been very, very careful with it. But there's an hour to go. A nice move. Oh, well taken. But it's no try. Just inside the Barrow 25-yard line, Smith to feed, Smith to Barrow. I believe the customer. Ready for the fourth kick, for the kick from the fourth tackle. Oh, nicely done. Good job, it is a little one. It's all right. Hey, you should have patted his head. At his chest. Number 7. All scrum halves are number 7, by the way. That's a good one. Featherstone just a little ragged at the moment. They needs some inspiration from either Dula or possibly Wigglesworth. Smith. And the fourth tackle. Just anybody that's not seen rugby league before, we're always getting new customers. If one side is tackled 4 times in succession, then it's a scrum down. And the idea is to stop one side keeping possession for long spells and even giving away offside positions to get the ball from the scrum. And beneath that lot there is a ball. The referee, Eric Clay. It's funny how the Featherstone forwards are a little bit lethargic. I don't know if it's the day at the moment or they haven't got the feel of this turf. He's full back. Well tackled Murphy, halfway line. Tim Thompson, he's the running forward for Featherstone. If he could go, he's lost. The ball being pulled out of his hands, and no doubt the Featherstone section of the crowd feel that they should have had a penalty. Possibly he lost it, even as much as being pulled out. Featherstone in the dark shorts. Dula, scrum half to feed. But Barrow getting possession. And Smith is getting a little bit of needle now. He's having to go with some tough tackling. Barrow playing confidently. Sanderson lost the ball. And that's all the confidence. Smith. Oh, well run. Halfway line. After that kick, Gary Jordan coming into the picture for the first time. Gary Jordan is the man that could, there he is, number 4, Great Britain player. A couple of so years ago played soccer, and he's a man that could, with any room at all, be the danger man for Featherstone. And there's the beefy, bonny lads who have little natters in the scrum, and quarter of an hour to go for the first half. Score, Barrow 7, Featherstone Rovers 2. Standing still for ball at the moment. And this is a chance. This is the Featherstone that took them to Wembley. Now they're now beginning to show it, running back on to Morgan. This is where to put the weight in. 10 yards out. Harris, the hooker. So Gretrick, and he's in that touch with touches as well, but only a yard out. Only one try, one goal difference in the scores. And to go in the dressing room at half-time with a lead is always a little bit useful. Right on the line, you can see the line. Opposite the players' entrance end. People often, particularly rugby union people, ask me why we don't get quite the tidy scrums. Well, there's a lot of very good reasons. They're professionals, and Barrow in possession. Maurice Redhead is doing a very good job as a hooker. He's getting the ball, which is so very important at this part of the game. And Graham young lad, 19, not played a lot of football. He will settle a bit later. There's a penalty. Penalty to Featherstone for not retiring. When the scrum half put the ball in, that is number 7, when he put the ball in the scrum, he's supposed to go behind the scrum and wait for it coming out or otherwise. He didn't. So it's a penalty and a reasonably easy kick for Tommy Smales. 7-2 and something in the odds. But 7-2 the score. It won't do. Won't do. That was the one that was needed. Did play for Barrow, played 5 seasons for them. Featherstone Junior went to Wigan, then went to Barrow and now back at his hometown. Brian Wrigglesworth, the milkman. Smales, Dixon, Harris. Sometime, one man to beat, one man to beat, one man to beat, one man to beat, and the one man stopped him. 2 yards out. Good run, good run. Anna Morgan, the boy who bowls out of it, he's in, it must be a try, and it is 3 points. Anna Morgan, the boy I told you to watch. Barrow 7, Featherstone Rovers 5. How did that try come? It was a good run and a good let's have a look at it. Worth looking at. There it goes. Comes up on the burst. They stop him, you see. They stop him, but they roll him over. And as he rolls over the ground, and so definitely a try. No argument, you can settle that one. And if Smales kicks this, it's all square. And he does. Well, 7, Barrow 7, Featherstone Rovers. Featherstone, by the way, a lot of people ask me where Featherstone is. Well, it's in the West Riding of Yorkshire. There's only 14,626 people live there, I think. Most of them are here today. And no doubt there'll be some watching on television who can't come, so they must feel a little happier. 7-7. We've got left for play about 10 minutes. Dixon, and that let's give them a bit of confidence. That is them being Featherstone Rovers. Smith. A lot of things to unfold yet in this match, but it's warming up both on the field and off. Thompson, the lad who made the position with that very good long run, Tim Thompson, 18, 19-year-old, kicked by Smales, straight to Keys. Bill Burgess. 3 goes into 1, and that won't do, and the ball goes to Gretvich. Not a fast runner, but a strong lad. The crowd are on their toes, and they're really wallowing in this. I hope you are, though. Morgan. Which way do you want him? He won't go that way. Inside to Wrigglesworth. Featherstone handling a lot better now. A kick and a drop. And a goal! A goal! A drop goal by Dula. What a fantastic drop goal. He kicked it with his boot laces. There he is, the boy who kicked it. And that's all it. Well, how did he do that? I'd like to see it again. He did it so quickly. Just look at it, how he did it. Woof! A long one, it flapped, and it was over. Well, there's the man who did it. In the lead, Featherstone Rovers 9, Barrow 2. 7. It was 2 for the goal. Aye. Hey, now just let's have it. He'd apologise, it's all right. Year off my foot. Malcolm Dixon's having a word from Eric Clay. Lovely story I heard recently about a player who was causing by this, and as he walked away, one of his pals said to him, "What did the referee say to you?" He said, "I don't know, I wasn't listening." Well, you should imagine this will be the same sort of thing, that once they get the nut in the pack, they'll be forgotten all about it. But how this game is developing into a terrific good final. 9-7. Still going. I'll let you know when it's a penalty to Barrow for obstruction, and again quite a kickable position for Henry Duluth, and the Featherstone spectators do not like that at all, neither do their players. As soon as we've kicked or miskicked this one, we'll give you the breakdown for the interval, because it's important to each team to go in with the lead. He's missed it! Aye. You can't understand it. Come out from the 25-yard line. We've got set to play for half-time, I think about 10 minutes. Actually, we've less than 10 minutes. Burgess, Billy Burgess, winger supreme when he goes, and he's going. Nearly. He was. Redded the hooker, Sanderson, the second row forward, number 11. Barrow look dangerous when they start to probe down the middle. They're looking very dangerous. Knock on. Nice save by Wrigglesworth. Jim Challoner makes the tackle. There, Brian Wrigglesworth. Number 3, Jim Challoner. Featherstone in the navy shorts. Smales. 25 yards line, Featherstone defending. Thompson. They can't go without legs and without arms, they say, and that's proved it then. Wrigglesworth. Away goes, who's inside him? Smith's inside him. There's too many fast men after him. Barrow's speed did it, but it shows what Featherstone are capable of. Smith, by one of the humorists of the Featherstone team, number 6, playing opposite Tom Brophy. Nine, 7 for Featherstone, and Barrow seem to be getting the ball from the scrums. Dula, Smale, Jordan. Well, already going well. Gretrick. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Referee Clay looking at it, 25-yard line coming in view in there. Wrigglesworth. He's a some fellow. Smith, get out of my way. Smith with a chance for, he's overlap going on his own. Featherstone smelling the half-time implication and the lemons, and they're wanting another try before the interval, and it's the fourth tackle. Keith Cotton, the right centre, running very well actually, but troublesome for Barrow. Smith gets Smith for the ball in. Penalty. That signal means that the hooker had not his arm round his drop forward, and he's supposed to make a tight pack. Both arms have got to go around their shoulders to make a form a correct scrummage. Just over 3 minutes to half time. 2 points. Margin nice. Now, this is a chance. This is a chance. He's got one man to beat. Tees is the runner. He's covering, but it's giving Barrow a chance on the interval, or before the interval, to take the lead. A kick, a chase, two fullbacks together, and he runs it out. So it's a drop out from under the post. Very good run. Tees is having a very good game there, number one. Barrow in the white strip will, it's a forward. I'm going to say will they have a drop, but it's a loose forward watch, and I wouldn't think so. Nicely used. Smith. Toulouse. Jim Charlie now. Moving it about. Hughes. Mick Murray. Murray's the runner. No good running with that ball though. Good, good, good. Halfway line. Morgan. 1 minute to half time as Murray runs on the other side of the field. Murray is not the greatest winger, but he's probably the fastest. Bill Burgess, the other winger. There, Challoner 3. Jet Smith. He's breathing up and down, so he's probably got a wallop in the middle. Interesting. Let's all have a little bit of the fun. Just a bit hot out there. Jim Thompson was the lad. Well, a minute's gone with our time in. A little injury time to take off, and a nice one. A nice one for Barrow. They've got whatever injury time there is, possibly a minute, to wipe out 2 points. Challoner. And the referee's going to blow the whistle. Featherstone who are kicking off, and a nice kick indeed to Featherstone, who are leading 9-7 out to Barrow, who won here in 1955. Their one success at Wembley. Featherstone Rovers have never won the Rugby League Challenge Cup in their history. There's the front three lads. Upward, they're a big lot. And ball possession to Featherstone. Smith. Fullback coming up. But, little Smith's got it. He's not going to, he might. He's going with his little legs. He did go, didn't he? Only little legs, but he made him go fast. Morgan. Play goes on. Playing. The referee's not stopping play. He's letting it go. Wrigglesworth moving it. So we're going now to the injured player. There he is. Seems to it looks as if he got a. It looks as if he got a knock on his throat, possibly in a tackle, and Henry Deleuze, the goal kicker. And he's out. Hey, don't hit him that hard. Malcolm Dixon, the captain, looking at him. And the game is being played, incidentally, in a very, very good sporting spirit by both teams. It's hard. We expect it to be hard, but it's good spirit by both teams. And I hope nobody's going to be off the field, because in the second half, there are no substitutes allowed. Well done. It was Jimmy Challoner came to look at Henry Deleuze. There's Jimmy running back to his position, and continue with the play with the man playing the ball. Smale. Morgan. This is him. Very dumb. Tonks. Interception, and if it bounces right for Burgess, it doesn't, but it's a great relief for even Wigglesworth to take it, because Burgess taking it out the door would have been Otandula. And if Burgess gets any start at all, it'll be a difficult fellow to catch. Started well in the second half. Smith will kick, he'll follow up, he'll chase. Mick Murray's there first. Gets it. He'll try to run round him. He tries to run round him and he goes. This lad can go. Murray, number 5. Gary Jordan. Vaughan Thomas. Harry Hills get him by the collar. They tried to put him into touch, but they couldn't get him near enough. They're both chasing this first half with this second half early try. Dula. Harris, the hooker. Lost the ball. Worrying moments for Barrow. Behind at 9 points to 7, the half-time score. It's really hotting up, and it's penalty to Barrow for obstruction. Ferguson seemed to be really in trouble with referee Clay on this obstruction. They're running across players, and he says that that's a form of obstruction to stop a man making the tackle. So they've got relief. Barrow should by this next movement get inside. There's the halfway line. Barrow on the right with the white jerseys, we'll call them. There is a blue V. Combrelpe with a kick and a follow-up, but it's not a good one. He didn't square it enough. Dula inside. Morgan. 5 minutes gone. Barrow 7, Featherstone Rovers 9. Dixon. And the theory there was very little to choose between these two teams is being proved at the moment. A drop goal, but it's a flapper. And a drop out from the 25 yards line. Combrelpe. They make the drop out. The ball should go and must go 10 yards. If it doesn't, this is the trouble, but it does. Smith. The pace is good under a very heavy, hot day, because it's the sort of day that can tire the players with the thick grass below. Dixon was going to have a job, but he couldn't turn around sufficiently. Harris, his kick. Challoner. Featherstone at the moment are just a little on top. Sanderson. Probably Barrow's best forward today so far. Featherstone Rovers in the dark shorts. Grote. Smith. Oh, interception! Oh, it's a try! Interception! Oh, what a pass! Oh, what an interception and what a try to Vaughan Thomas! No wonder Smith is out on the ground. Well, that was a sensational interception, a sensational pass. How did it come off? Well, let's look at it. Barrow in possession, you notice. Moving the ball across, look as if he's going to kick. Smith gets it. A lobbed thing, it bounces badly, and away goes Vaughan Thomas. The gates open, and that's the try. And in the middle of the field, Smith's on the ground. Whether he got tackled after, just away to the left, but whether he's out in despair or as he's on his field, but the goal kick's been taken, so we follow Smales to take the kick, and what a transformation very quickly. The flags are up and Featherstone going to the lead by 14 points to 7 in that most sensational moment of, well, no doubt despair for Smith. There he is on the right, the little fellow there. And whether he got tackled after he passed the ball or he was in real upsetness, I don't know. But I think he seemed to have got a bump on his head with rubbing it. 14 points to 7. We've still got 9 points up on the scoreboard here, but it is 14, whatever the scoreboard says. A kick. Team wearing the white jersey of, not the white rose of Yorkshire, but they're in trouble at the moment. It's really got Featherstone's tails up. One way to go, yeah. Tom Grote could go on his own. And does. Good ball, Featherstone Rovers. That's the ball underneath. Halfway line. Deming is gone. 7 points. Oh, nicely. That's one way to do it. Keith Cotton. It's a good one. It rolls, or at least Burgess gets his foot in. He doesn't think he did possibly, but there he is, Bill Burgess. And the flag is up. Well, Featherstone has certainly got their tackle up, as it were. They're leading 14-7. They were thinking a lot about Ilkley Moore back up before the match and Yellow Submarine and all that sort of stuff, but 7 points, no doubt, is a happy lead at the moment for them. Barrow now need to have the break of brilliance of Burgess or Grote or Murray to get this ball from the scrum. Dooley is coming back into the game a lot more now and playing the sort of football that I know he can play. Watson. Only 7 points difference at the moment. As the sun comes out again. A very bright, vivid afternoon in this shirt sleeve at almost full capacity crowd. Team Featherstone fighting for their first ever Rugby League Challenge Cup. And whose ball? Oh, Jeff Smith. He's having a good match for Barrow, having a very good match. There's the danger man for Barrow, number 2, Billy Burgess. Barrow dropping the passes offside. By right, referee Eric Clay on the job, and he certainly was offside. Jimmy Challoner, number 3, Eddie Tees, number 1, and Featherstone the kick. Where that ball went, there's a group of fellas in the border, and one amongst them, a fellow called Brian Hall from Doncaster, I'm told, is having his birthday party here. So that's not a way to spend your birthday, but no doubt he's quite happy. Featherstone 14, Barrow 7. But Ireland will be in playing 13, so 27 to go. Nails. 25-yard line of Barrow. Fourth one. Still goes. Barrow looking a little worried in defence. Dixon got a drop. And that was good. He was offside to Smith, but he didn't. He let the ball go. That was very, very fair. Oh, this is a chance now. Inside, but he's going to be tackled. Burgess is the man that Barrow are going to have to use to their full now to win this match. Getting a bit more happier now. Barrow, Hughes, that was a good one. And the fourth tackle. No player has ever been sent off at Wembley, which I think is a great record. And in today, a glorious day with a glorious match in this 32nd final, and offside by Featherstone, and get out of it. And you tell him, Eric. Show him as well. Sergeant Major. In France last week, as Mr. Clay was refereeing the French Rugby League final, cup final. Barrow with 25 minutes to go, now 7 points behind, and need the inspiration of a try very quickly. Oh, not that was that sort of football. There's not a knock-on. Not a knock-on, says referee Clay. Needs the boss. 25-yard line. Cullen, Watson, Hughes, inside, well picked up. Jim Challoner, veteran player, Jim, number 3, retiring at the end of this season. He's going to have a drop at goal if he can get into it, but he can't get into it. So that's putting the kick off, it could be anyways. Great trick. I don't think he can run the length of the field, this lad, but he'll have a go. He'll have a go with the lads. They're all after him. It's White against one of them. He's still going. Well, you couldn't have it better than that, could you? Very good. Well run, Kenga. Movement. End-to-end stuff. Grote. The loose forward of Barrow's having quite a good game. See Mr. Clay there refereeing. Remind me, I'm in a refereeing job tomorrow. Another football. The new knockout program up at 11. So it's I love this stuff with Mr. Clay. And I'll fall down. Barrow 7, Featherstone Rovers 14, with 24 minutes left to play. Dula, nice dummy, showing the ball to everybody but giving it to nobody. Smith. When friends meet. He's having a good match, this fella. Having a very good match. Gropey trying to get it across to Challoner. Trying to get it out inside to Gropey again. Oh, kicks it and it goes to Harris. Is he go? Oh. There goes it. Football is really changing, and movement and the mobility is excellent. The Featherstone crowd enjoy that penalty. We're just about midway through the second half, which means there's 20 minutes to go for the final decision who's going to take this coveted Challenge Cup in its 70th year. Started in 1897 when Batley beat St. Helens, and now Barrow with Eddie Tees simplest park in the Motherlock. He can't be offside. It was a pass. He's not offside. Referee plays right. Smith. Barrow are making too many mistakes at the moment to get into the winning team. Dixon. Thompson. And the pace won't let up. The pace will not let up. Despite quite a few tired legs. And he's going to have a drop. He's going to have a charge. And is behind under him at the right moment to Morgan, and it's the fourth tackle. I wonder, that's in 20 minutes later, that was an interesting decision because a Featherstone player, or rather Barrow player, had touched the ball with the drop kick, however. Gary Jordan. Jim Challoner trying hard to rally his team now. 20 minutes to go. Just 7 points in the team. The lead can change very quickly, or it can be added to. So much movement in it. That's one way of using his head. He's going to have a drop. No goal. I reckon Carl Dewar, if he gets into any position of dropping the goal, he'll have a bash at it. So far in this half, Barrow have been having to do a lot of work in defence with big fellas like Morgan running straight. And of course, you know, it takes something out of the fella who's having to do the tackling. Another big one. Hunt. Can he get it in? Smith missed it. Jameson. Can he get the overlap? And the Blues can. Burgess, no. Ken Gretrix, not the fastest follower in the game, but certainly a great tackler. And Billy Burgess trying hard to get that run away. Featherstone, in their last trip here, they had a great fullback, Freddie Miller, and the captain, Eric Batten. Now they've got Malcolm Dixon, their big forward leading them. And Barrow on their last win here, and Willie Horn, and now they've got the Stanley Park Trophy. Merrick. With a 7 points lead, Featherstone now team confidently, they're playing hard. Hughes, nice kick. Not on. Yeah, I had it. One thing about these fellas, they don't argue with the referee. I suppose they're there, but still. They really don't. They don't make a scene if the decision goes against them and run all over the place. They Dula, Smith, Wigglesworth, nice kick. It's an awkward one. Billy Burgess coming round. Got to come round. There's no other way. They're all after him, but he's got to go and got to keep going. Smith will get him. Good picture there of Billy Burgess. Good picture of that lad. I'm not laughing, you know. That's all it was, wasn't it? Thompson, Dula, Mail, Jordan, good football. Movement, Gretrick. Strong lad, he'll keep going. As long as he can. 25-yard line. Going on his own. Dula going on his own. Smails it over, Smails it in for a try. Dula showed the ball, pretended to kick, and there's the two blokes that made it. Dula who made it, and Smails, a happy man against his older team, to make Featherstone something, a Barrow 7, and just to let see out. Dula showed the ball as if he was going to kick. Well, let's just look at it. Look at him showing the ball. He's turning inside. Smails his tackle, but he's over the line, and a very happy Smails it is too. And the same man will kick the kick-out goal. So Featherstone 17, Barrow 7. The village team from the west side of Yorkshire, Featherstone Rovers, who have never won the Rugby League Challenge Cup, trained by Laurie Gant, who's talking to them on the halfway line. 15 minutes left. Smails, the kicker. Here goes. Smails has had a good game. You know, in this Rugby League Challenge Cup final, the Rugby League writers vote but who they think is the man of the match, and I don't know who you think it is, but it's interesting for you to just start writing down for yourselves and see if you agree with the newspaper boys. There's certainly been some one or two very good players. They've all been good, but one or two better than good. I don't know, it looks as if we'll go to a Featherstone Rovers man possibly. Which one? Well, certainly been a teamwork, no doubt about that. To 7 for Featherstone Rovers. Tonks, who's had a good game. Liverpool's had a good game. Smail, really that well, they've all had a good game. Dula, he's had an excellent game in the second half. Keys had a very good game. Very good fullback, this boy. Not giving up at all, Barrow. Anderson, probably the best forward on the Barrow side, although Watson moving with the ball, being good. Cullen. Fourth scrum. Fourth tackle, which being the scrum. I think it pulled I think it pulled a muscle there. It's probably a bit of cramp, maybe. Could be cramp. Turnstiles up. Feels cramp, but it is cramp. It could be a pulled muscle, or it could be cramp. Barrow can't afford to lose a player at this moment. Can't afford to lose time. There's Grundy, the man who's thrown a bit of water with them, who had a very good game here. It's no substitutes in the second half. 17-7. Can Barrow from the Furnish district of Lancashire pull this final out? They've got 11 minutes to get 10 points. Away goes Smith. He's got Tees to beat. How's he doing it? Oh, well tackled Tees. Had a good game, this lad. Pull back. So Smith to stand off. Harris the hooker. May not have got an awful lot of possession, but he's done very well in the loose. He's going to have a drop if he can. No, he's got on to his left. It's a kick. It's a chase. Burgess is there. By Jove, and it was a bit of a floundering clearance. The ball dropped out from under the post simply because Burgess took it over. It's a quick one taken by Brophy. Well taken. Hughes has got Murray. There's 4 defenders. If he can get in the clear, and he can't. Losing the ball. Dear, how much Barrow have lost the ball when they really wanted it. Pass and well taken, Mr. Morgan. But that's the first time he's been called Mr. Morgan. Still, he's entitled to be called. It's really good display he's had. 10 minutes left and 10 points margin. Two players now are beginning to feel a bit leg weary, but no wonder. Oh, can we going to see? Oh, well run, Hughes. Harry Hughes. Certainly Eddie Tees of Barrow has had a very good match. Brophy. Smith. Burgess with the forward pass anyway. See how much the Featherstone players are chasing everything. They're smelling the sweet success of possible victory, and they're off after everything. Penalty to Barrow. No good kicking a goal, I don't think. Anyway, I would be kicking for touch and chasing that try and trying to get the 5 points. And only been one draw. 1954, in which Challoner played in, and there's only been one tryless Wembley final. That was in the same one when it was 4-all. It'll be interesting to see what move Barrow unfold now. The Featherstone players have got to stay on their own line. They've got to stay where they are. Nobody seems to be wasting time. They must try a move here. Trying to pinch the ball from him. Ryan Wigglesworth. 5 yards out. Hopwood. No. There's a long one. Oh, this intersection is not nearly Murphy. Murray. If he bounces right, it's a bit troublesome. Eric Clay, the referee, is having a word with somebody about elbowing, and Clay does a very good job many times when he just quietly doesn't stop play, but he tells the player he's seen what they've done. And again a penalty, and the referee Clay's going to have a word with Dula. He's going to have a word with Carl Dula, and I'll tell you, if you don't stop putting it in, you're batting. Featherstone players must stay on that line. Barrow must get this try quickly if we're going to get back into the game. We're going to pull him over. One wanted him one way, one wanted him the other. It seems to me that Barrow have not got a Morgan. He's going on his own. Oh, he's left the ball behind him. He went over without a ball. And that doesn't count for anything. There's a few of them out there. That's our lines. Cavendish one. I think the man to the right. There's, I think it's Brian Wrigley. He must have tried. Oh, there's 3 out. Dixon's on the ground. He may be resting. Dixon, Wrigglesworth. You can always tell Wrigglesworth with his stocking down. Nothing wrong with Malcolm Dixon, he was sitting it out. It's only this lad that's hurt. And the Barrow supporters with this great cry they have of Barrow, Barrow. Barrow trainer is having quite a busy afternoon. Counted the time down as we get into the latter stage of this match. Morgan has actually got left to play now 5 1/2. Now time has gone, hasn't it? It's a good game. Murray. 20 yards out from the Featherstone line. Barrow in white. Anderson. Barrow must move the ball about all the time now. You've got to take chances. If they want to pull this margin back, it's going to be very hard because Featherstone had a very, very confident lot. The kick and the chase. I don't know which way to go, but the best way is the shortest all the time. They'll have him in touch. Aye, they'll have him in the dock back in a minute. Tom Gropin. The referee is having a word with Vaughan Thomas for doing it too. 4 minutes to go for the Rovers, 10 points lead. Never won the Rugby League Challenge Cup. Who's your best player? Have you decided? Aye. Come here, little lad, under that. Keys, good. The winning team will get a nice bonus. The losing team will just get last bonus and the second place. Certainly Murray seems to be all over the field, in the middle of it. He's going to have a drop, but they don't want to be dropping at this stage. No, this is even if it kicked it. Obviously they need tries to Barrow, they need 2 tries and 2 goals if they're going to score this match. There's 3 minutes left for play, and Featherstone very cock-a-hoop and cocky in there. A approached it again, running well. Well, it's that. There's going to be a lot of Harris there, the hooker. There's going to be a lot of leg-weary men when they get into that gap, but the winning team will no doubt do their lap of honour. Featherstone Rovers 17, and as I said a couple of minutes ago, the margin of 10 points is a lot to have at this stage of the game with 2 minutes left. Barrow 7, Featherstone Rovers 17. Harry Hughes. Tackle. A little bit of leg weariness now from Harris, the hooker. Possibly a little bit of cramp that players get after playing on the dry ground we have in the north. Probably wet after today's rain, but which way are you going? Whoa, I know which way he went. 1 minute to go before Featherstone Rovers take this challenge cup for the first time. To knock. Well, it'll be a lovely run, lad, but it'll be a waste of time. It'll knock on. Yard line. Calliner. Nagam. Advantage. Hambaro. Reduce the margin to 5 points or 8. They're making a last valiant stand with a nice dummy by Callan. Oh, but not that sort of a foul. Oh, this is a chance for Murphy. Knock on, jump ball, but not given, so. Time's up so far as we're concerned. We're in injury time. Watson in for a try in the last minute. In the last minute, Watson goes in for a try after a good game, this fellow. And they're taking the kick quickly. They're taking the kick quickly. And he takes the kick very quickly, but there he takes it, and it's far too late because the whistle goes a tease kick to go, and one or two players fall on the ground, and Featherstone, and I think it's possibly leg weariness over on the ground there, a bit tired of, but got a very sportingly came up to congratulate Featherstone with Featherstone the winners. 17 points, Barrow 12, Featherstone Rovers 17, take for the first time in their club's history the village team from Yorkshire, started in 1922, there's the captain, takes the Rugby League Challenge Cup, and what a proud moment it must be for the Featherstone boys and for their supporters here and the people back up in the West Riding of Yorkshire, and there's a happy smile from Smales. off those players. And up goes Malcolm Dixon. There's the captain, Malcolm Dixon, the miner from Yorkshire, and there's the Majesty looking with a nice smile and a green suit and hat, and what a nice smile for Malcolm Dixon, Duke of Edinburgh. There's the chairman, and there's the cup for your special benefit. He's lost the top of it. Put it back on, lad. John, it's a back bit, isn't it? Oh, mine. Thank you, Malcolm, and especially for your benefit. Brian, who would you? Doolan had a very good game there. Bigglesworth, the Waterbury, all played very well. Good final, 17-12 for Featherstone. First time ever, Gretwick